See, today again I will do one more one more time of the database tables. Okay, like only review purpose this. We need to go with the SC11 transaction and we are selecting database table. Here we will providing naming standard like a Z or Y. Now I am going to Y. Okay, Y bus table I am creating. Bus data. Rest bus table. Okay, just whether it is there or not I don't know, just we'll check here and click on create. I'm going only like a top down approach now. Okay, here this is the bus table. Here we need to provide delivery class. This is the main like a major thing we will do in the real time while doing projects. That is the reason I'm repeating once again. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so here we will select maintenance allowed. Okay, in the coming to the fields, I am giving that field is mandate is a common field, and here mandate also one more common field. But here key field, so each and every table, it will have obviously key field. Okay, minimum one key field it should be there. This point should be keep it in mind. Okay, there are in SAP tables are different types of tables are there. Again, database tables are different. Again, internal tables are different. So we'll whenever the internal tables will come now I will explain that thing. But as of now just remember that these are the database tables we are discussing now. Those database tables, we have three types of database tables. One is transparent tables and pool table and cluster table. But whenever the interviewer will ask the question, right? So at that time, if they will ask tables, types of tables, you should specify, you should ask to him which table he is expecting. Okay, which table you are asking. Okay, at that time he will say either database table, then you can list out these three: transparent, pooled, and cluster. If he said internal table, then other internal tables also, those are also three are there. So those things you have to say that. Okay, but you should remember here the key is nothing but unique field. Okay, we are selecting that as a unique field. Okay, this is a common for each and every table. Okay, and here I am giving that bus underscore id. Okay, here I am giving z. Now onwards whenever you are practicing, no, always data elements, whenever you are creating data elements, you can start with you can start with zdm underscore zdm underscore name of the data element, name of data element. Okay, why I am suggesting like this, no, by seeing itself we can come to know that if it is dm is there, this is a data element. If you are using domain, let us say the domain you are creating. Okay, whenever you are creating domain, if you using dt, sorry, here sorry I did mistake. Here dt you can use data element, but here you can use dm. Okay, dm underscore your domain name. Okay, like this you can practice from initial stage itself, I am saying that. Okay, but other than this, can't system will accept or not? System will accept, but the thing is, whenever you are creating multiple data elements, multiple domains, you will get confusion. By seeing this itself we can come to know that whether it is a data element or domain. If you are using same name, also system will accept. If it is not available in the system, system will accept. If the same name data element also it will accept same name, and even domain also it will accept. But system don't know what is data element, like a system exactly. We as a human being, we don't know exactly what is data element, what is domain. So for our analysis purpose, I am suggesting that from now onwards you can practice like this. Okay, this time I am following same rule here now. ZDT, this is data element. I am using bus underscore ID. This is my data element name. I am clicking here. It is not available. Just see here it is asking package. I am providing the package. See, system itself is suggesting that DT underscore bus ID is not available. You want to create? Yes, I want to create now. See here, this is the bus ID. Okay. Here in the domain level, in the data element level, we will provide this field labels is a mandatory. Okay. Bus ID I am providing. Okay, after that I am clicking enter. Then I am coming to the data type. Here my domain I want to create now. Okay, now I'm creating ZDM underscore bus ID. Now I'm clicking enter. It is not available. Domain is not available. Then I'm clicking creating. Yes, yes, I want to save. Okay, create domain. Yes, this is a bus ID. Okay, here this ID I'm providing the number of characters is like data type is character, and here I'm providing 10 characters. Okay, just save in the package and check your syntax and activate it. Now bus ID of the domain is activated. Now we are in the screen of domain, right? So this is domain is activated. Now come back. Once you come back now, so here we are in the place of what happened. Now we are in the place of data element. By seeing this itself we can come to know that data element, right? So we are in the screen of data element. Now this data element is not active. So you have to save, check syntax and activate it. Right? Come back again. This is top down approach done. Again I am creating bus name. Okay. ZDT underscore bus underscore. I'm giving bus B name. Okay. B name is nothing but bus name. Yes, I'm creating here bus name. Further field like here B name I'm giving bus name. After clicking enter, I'm coming to the data type. Here ZDM domain, right? We are getting domain. So B name. Click enter. If it is available, it will show here. No active domain is available. Then you can click continue, double click and go here. Provide local object. And yes, I want to create now. Here bus name. It's a number of here also I'm providing characters, but number of characters I'm providing it may have like a more than like name is it may have more number of characters, right? With the spaces. That is the reason I'm giving that 30 characters. Just save it in package and check syntax and activate it. Now domain bus name of the domain is activated. Come back again, save, check syntax and activate it. Now data element is activated, right? Now, so what are the things we need to do while saving the table? Okay. And before doing the save and check, we need to provide technical settings. These are the mandatory things. See, I didn't provide any technical settings. Let's assume that. Okay. Now this bus is there. See, as you told, no, save, check, enhancement categories. These are that I will tell you later. I'm going to try. I'm going to activate now. See what it is saying.
Mm. Technical settings.
Technical settings is required. So that is the reason. Best practice is you have to provide while creating the table. You have to provide technical settings. Okay. Just I'm going with appl0 and here size category is 0. I'm taking. Okay. And save. Come back. Now save, check. Okay. Activate it. Right. See, this is now activated. Now which method I used? Top down. Right. Hello.
Yes, sir.
You're getting no?
Yeah, yeah, I'm getting.
No, I used now top down method. Okay. So bottom up also same. We need to create a domain separate
Mm.
and we need to create a data element separate.
Mm.
Those domain and data element we are using here. Nowadays onwards, whenever you are creating data elements, you can use like this ZDT underscore your data element name. And if you are using domain, you can use that ZDM underscore your domain name. Okay. System don't know which is like a system, whatever the name you are giving, no, that name is available in the database or not, it will check, that's it. But it is like this is it cannot recognize whether it is related to bus table or whether it is related to employee table, whether it is related to master material table or like accounting table, which table it is. System don't know anything, but we need to restrict that this field is need to available into the either vendor, master, customer, sales, accounting, which table it is. We need to restrict based on our instructions only, system will follow. Okay. In the entire SAP like that only. So better whenever custom fields are there. Okay. The custom fields also you should go with ZDM and ZDT. Okay. This is the best practice by like analysis like easily. But these are the things in the real time whenever you are doing project, no. So they have some set of rules. Those called naming standards. So naming standards they will give you whenever you are entering any organization. What you should ask to your team leader or you should ask to your manager, what are the naming standards we need to follow for the project, either support or implement, whatever the things, what are the naming standards we need to follow. They may have list of naming standards for each and every field. Even domain, while creating domain, what the naming standard we need to follow. Even data element, what is the naming standard we need to follow. While creating table, what is the naming standards we need to follow. Like that they will give you. Okay. As per their naming standards you have to follow. But my suggestion is, now you are practicing, no, that is the reason. Just my suggestion is go with like this DT and DM. Okay, is it clear? But in a table, in real time, in a table, we can create number of records around 30, like a number of columns around 30, 40, based on the requirement. Around 30, 40 columns we will create. But as of now training is going now, so that is, and I am going with only like a few 3, 4 columns only I am going. But you, when you are practicing, no, you can practice more. You can imagine that what are the like columns is there, or else you can write the like create a table like state wise. State, like in that state, like you can take main cities or district codes, district names, and even district in the district main, like even your collector names and some list of the things. Imagine that, just you can create like that. You can come to know that how to create a more than like five columns or 10 columns like that. Okay,
Mm.
is it clear?
Yes, sir. So actually, you told there are three different types of database table, transparent, full, and cluster.
Yes.
Whatever we are using now is which table, it comes in which table.
Sorry, what?
So whatever we are using now,
Huh.
it comes in a which table, whatever it is it transparent?
Yeah, it's transparent only. No, here it will see.
Okay, transparent.
By seeing itself, we can come to know that this is a transparent only.
Okay, okay.
System will
In
show
com,
here.
okay.
Even if you are
In com,
creating pool also, system
hmm.
will show here.
Okay. In companies, how
In companies
to,
also, most of the case, out of
hmm.
out of 100, out of 100, there are three types, right?
Yeah,
Transparent,
transparent, full, and cluster.
transparent, and pool and cluster, right? Out of 100, 98%, 98%, okay, 98% we will go with only transparent only. Only 2%,
Yeah.
mostly like when like the BI related or multiple, rarely we can create this pooled and cluster. But the thing is, as a
Hmm.
developer, you need to know how many types of tables are there, how to create. If it is like a, see, in my experience, in my 6 years of experience, I didn't create any time in pool table and cluster tables.
Okay.
Only while giving trainings only I used to create, that's it.
Okay.
But in the entire experience, even like many people are also working with me, so they also didn't create in the real time.
Okay.
But as a developer, we need to know
Mm-hmm.
how to create and how to use it, that's it.
Okay.
See, whatever the things I explained, right, in the real time, you may not get chance, you may not get chance to create table also. But we need to know what is a table and how to create and what is the purpose we are going. Okay, but in real time we won't use this thing. You can keep it in mind. Okay, okay. So yesterday we discussed database tables, right?
Yeah.
Now put side heading pool tables. Now we'll discuss pool tables. Put side heading, both you can put like a side heading pool tables and cluster tables. So Viru sir, if you want, you can also note it.
Yeah, sure.
First, you can take a definition. I will explain one by one. Pool tables and cluster tables. Sorry, uh, 1 minute, 1 minute. See, in real time, how the system is available. either pool tables or cluster tables is nothing but let us know this is a database. Okay, this is a database. This database is divided into partitions. It will divide it into partitions, and these partitions, each and every partition, again it is communicating with other table. This is one table again, and here this is another table, and this is another table, this is another table. I am taking only example. Okay, see, this area is allocating to this table, this area is allocating to this table, and this area is allocating to this table, this area is allocating to this table. The memory is database itself, it is divided into categories like partitions, that each and every partition again it is assigning to the different types of table. This is a table 1, okay, and this is a table 2, and this is table 3. This is table 3, okay, and this is table 4. Like each and everything it is divided into different, means transparent tables and sorry, pool tables and cluster tables always this memory, like a database is single database with the different tables it is categorizing. While saving the data into the database, system also will get confusion, even developer also will get confusion, even while doing the configuration, right? Configuration in the sense we need to divide the memory partitions, then how many partitions we need to do. For configuration purpose, the functions also will get confusion, even basis team also will get confusion. So that is the reason these pool and cluster tables rarely we will use in the SAP now current market. In the future maybe it may come, but currently rarely we will use these things. But as a developer we need to know the concept. Okay, so like this each and every things it will have. So we can call these are the these tables T1 T2 is there, no, these tables we can call like a table pool or cluster table. Okay, it is these table like table pool tables and cluster tables are nothing but it is a combination of different it is a combination of different tables together it will save in a database. Now you know that what is like transparent tables, right? So forget about these transparent tables now. We will you can concentrate only on pool and cluster. Okay, the pool and cluster tables both are it is sharing the memory with the different tables and saving the data in a single database. This thing just you can remember this. Okay, while discussing like a differences, no, you will come to know easily, you can remember easily. I will give the differences also. Okay, now take the points. Table pools Table pools and table clusters are special type of tables in the above dictionary. Table pools, table clusters are special type of tables in the web dictionary. Next point. The data from several different tables can be stored together in a table pool or in a table cluster. The data from several different tables. I think once this Zoom link is giving only 40 minutes time. I don't know why, like 2 days, 3 days onwards, I'm getting this problem. Once this Zoom link is closed, no, I will send one more same link. Just please go, like log in same.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Data
The
from
data from
several
several different tables
different
can be stored together in a table pool or in a table cluster. Okay. Tables are assigned to a table pool or cluster. Table pool or table cluster are referred to a ARE or referred to as a pool and cluster tables.
tables are assigned to hello.
See, this is a top one, whatever the top one is there, no? This is cluster table or pool table. Namings are different. You can recognize it. Okay, whatever the head is there, no top, that is cluster table or pool table. It may have, but here the tables whichever assigning to different tables, no, this is called table pool cluster table. Sorry, it is not cluster table. This is also table cluster. Cluster pool, sorry, table pool and table cluster. Okay. Whatever the below tables are there, no, those are table pools and table clusters. Whatever the above single table is there, no, that is cluster table and pool table. You will get some little bit confusion here, but whenever you go through notes, no, you will come to know easily. Okay. After finishing these entire tables, no, these three tables, differences and everything, you will come to know easily. Okay.
So, yeah. So for the short form tutorial, tables are assigned to
The tables are assigned to tables pool or table cluster. Tables pool or table clusters. These table pools and table clusters are referred to as a pool table, cluster table. Pool table or cluster table. Tables are assigned to a, again I am repeating the point. tables are assigned to a table pool or table cluster. That point is closed. Another point, these table pool and table clusters are referred to a pool table and cluster table. If it is pool table, then that is if it is a table pool is there, that table pool is referring to the pool table. Okay. Next point, a table pool or a cluster table should be used execute exclusively should be used exclusively for storing internal control information. See here down is there, no? I'm saying this downwards. Okay. These down things are there, no? These are, I'm saying that now words. These like a table pool or table clusters are used to exclusively for for storing internal control information, such as examples such as sequences, program parameters, temporary data, continuous text, or documentations such as sequences, program parameters, temporary data, continue some texts, and some documentations. Okay. Here the relationship between these tables, in that even the cluster tables and pool tables, we have relationship between many to one. That means are many tables are linked with one table, right? These are things only here we are getting. Many tables are linked with one table. That is relationship is many to one relationship. Okay. This is a history. Now we will create the first we will create pool table. Put side heading, creating steps to create a pool table. Put side heading, steps to create pool table. Okay. First step, go to AC11. Go to AC11. Okay. Select radio button, database table. Select radio button, database table, and utilities. Go to utilities. Utilities, other dictionary objects. Okay, na? So other dictionary objects, you can select this, and here system will ask that you want to create a table pool or table cluster. Which one? First we need to create down ones. table pool and table cluster. First we need to create a separate, then we can assign to that cluster table and pool table. Okay, first we are creating, now we are creating table pool first. Okay, here also you can provide naming standards starting with z or y. Okay, now I'm creating z table underscore p1 is a pool, first table I'm creating. Okay, and click on here, create button is there. Okay, click on create, then system will ask whether you want to create a table pool or cluster table. Again, I want to create table pool only as of now. Okay, just continue. Here short description you can give it. This is a table pool 1. Okay, and here table name, where key, and data length, and where data. These are the default fields will come. System will only generate these things. Okay, just you can save it. Okay, save and provide your package and check syntax. Okay, this is a warning, just ignore it, just activate it. Now this is a table pool we created, right?
Yeah.
Or here in this area, if you want to change something, okay, to place clusters, your system is showing some different things. This is like table pool we will create, and same again, same, you can select this radio button, go to utilities, other dictionary objects. Here you can select this p2. Now table 2 I am creating. Here pool table only we are creating. Again, this is the table pool 2. Okay, just save, local object, check syntax. These are the warnings, just as of now just leave it this and activate this. Okay, now this table 2 also is, it is activated, right? Now go to, See, now I'm creating one table. Okay, this is Y pool table. Okay, just create. Here you can provide, this is a pool table. Okay, provide here all the things are required. How we create as transparent tables? No, just provide like this. Okay, and go to extras. Here, change table category. Which table you want to create? Now this is a transparent table, but I want to create a pool table. That is, I'm selecting pool table right button here and click on copy. Then it will ask that whatever the pool clusters we created right just now, those names you can give here. Y tbl underscore p1 we created now. Those things you can provide here and come to the fields. If here fields are there, no, this tabled this pooled table, this pooled table can have multiple values here, the field and employee number and all these things, however the we are creating, no, like this you can provide mandate. Just save it, check syntax and technical settings, activate this. So now this is a pool table. Whenever you are entering data, I also used very long back these things. 1000. Just save it. Whenever you are checking the data here, see 1000 is coming. The only same thing is we can use this. Okay, how that like transparent tables are there, no? By seeing itself, we can say that this is a pooled table. We can say that cluster table. The only difference between pool table and cluster table is, see, whenever the pool is there, that pool table, wherever you will assign, then it will go and it will sit there. If you assign here, then it will come. Even same table, other like this table, if you assign here in this area, it will come. But whenever you are creating cluster tables, the cluster tables only here they will play the key role. Some clear like a difference is there. That difference is here some key is there. Okay, let us have key like a primary key we selected, right? Tick mark. That tick mark here, key 1 is there, no? That let us have that here key 1 is there, here key 2 is there, here key 3 is there. Key, these are the keys. The same key, if it is in this table, key 1, let us know that key 1 is here. This key 1 will come, this key 1 need to assign this first area only. You cannot assign this second area. In cluster tables I am talking about. In clusters only, it is pool, it is not like that. The key should be matched with the different tables in the clusters, but in the pool the key is not matching, means it is not considering that key itself. That is the reason the key, whatever the key field is there in that pooled like a cluster table, the same thing need to they need to available in table cluster also here. key 1, then only this will assign this memory. Here key 2, okay, then only that will assign to that this memory. It should be match. Okay, some little bit confusion will be there here because I also I also in real time we didn't use. Okay, just they will ask, they won't ask even these steps also, but you should know that we have three types of tables. One is table one is transparent table and pool table and cluster tables. That's it. If they will ask any questions, sir, in my experience I didn't get chance to create even cluster tables and pool tables, that simply you can skip it, that it. But as a developer you should know this process, that's it. The process is required. So that is the reason just I'm explaining that steps. See, in any training institute no one will tell this process, tables and even table pools and cluster tables, because they knows already these tables we won't use in the real-time SAP. That is the reason they will say that these tables we won't use in the real time, so we are skipping this one. Okay, like this we need to create table pools and cluster tables. So now we created like a table pool, no cluster table, we will create one more. Okay, now go to steps to create a cluster table. Steps to create a cluster table. Go to SE11 transaction. First step is go to SE11 transaction. Same, go to utilities, other dictionary objects. Here you can select same radio button, here cluster. Instead now I'm going to create cluster, that is the reason I'm giving C1, cluster table 1. Table cluster I'm creating. Click on create here. Okay, here need to select that table cluster instead of table pool. Now we need to select table cluster. Continue. Okay, here now see, I'm this is a cluster table, right? Table cluster, table cluster. Now I'm creating here. Here select anywhere in that cursor, click on this plus symbol. Okay, then it will come into the picture that system will allow to add some word like some field with you. Okay, that field I'm creating, like that field is z vend underscore id. It is a type is a character and it is 10 characters I'm giving. After that you can click enter. Just try to save it. Local object, now it is saved. Check syntax. See, here it is saying that it is must be a key field. Whenever I told you right just now, whenever you are creating the keys, the key field should be mandatory while creating only cluster tables. Okay, that is the reason you should keep this one as a key field. Now if you keep the key field, no, check now again, check syntax. Now this is, you cannot change the functionality of the integer length of the key because of now we are creating length here 10, right? So this length should be reduced from here. This will fix the memory. Here I am showing, right, the memory is fixed. If you are creating more than that, system won't allow, even in the pool and cluster both. Check syntax. Now page number type integer 2 with the length of 5 key field. Here we need to go to settings, technical settings. Yes. And here we need to give a size category. Okay, 0 I'm giving as of now. Each and every table will have a size categories, these things. Okay, save, back, save, check syntax. Now field is still it is there. See, now it is activated. Why? Because now previously what I did mistake, no? Here page number is a, these are the like all are standard fields, no? Whenever you are trying to create, if you are creating now this one field, one more field after page number, that means this, what are the length is there, no? That length we are trying to deleting, means it is dividing into the partition. So that is the reason system is not allowing. So this is the integer numbers, right? Integer numbers are fixed. So these are the fixed values, you cannot change. If you are using var key, then it will variable, no? It will divide also. Variable means it may increase, it may decrease. So that is the reason I did mistake. That is the reason whenever you are creating the, no, better you can create a new field after the variable key, like a first field, then it will system will allow. Okay, now see, I am saving, checking syntax and activating. Now it is activated, right? Same thing here again, one more like a same. Now cluster we created, right? So now I'm creating this one. Yes, table cluster I'm creating here. Table cluster already it is there, no? Okay, cluster tab I'm creating here. Cluster table, here you can provide this details, and again same, extras, change category. Here cluster table, I'm selecting this. Here I am giving jet table C1. Okay, coming to the fields, whenever you are creating the field, no, mandate whatever that you created, no, jet vend underscore id, there, no, you created that one. Here also should be there, same, jet one minute, please be line. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. See, here this naming itself, it is changed that cluster table. Now we are creating cluster table. After providing your key field, then you can whatever the fields you want, just save it here and provide that names and save in the local object. Here system always will give that select a shorter name. What are the name you given? No, that name is it will give only information. Don't worry about that. Text syntax. Yes. Yes. Shorter name. Wait a minute. Go to technical settings. So table name is long, is there no? Initially, when you are creating the tables, always by default the system will generate only transparent table. From that transparent table, you have to change. How we need to change? Go to like here extras, change the table category. Here you have to select this whichever the table you want to create a table, pool table or cluster table. You can select here, copy, and here in this area you can provide your pool cluster or table name, and here you can provide this mandate. Mandate z vendor id, vendor id here. This is also key field, the same key field should be there here. Okay, and here name I'm using, here vendor name, just I'm using this department name. Save. Check syntax. Generic key is missing from logical cluster. Where key? Okay. Here when we created, no, these are the key. First key field is here. What is that table C1? No? What is the thing? First key field is where key. No, this where key should be whatever the key fields are there. These all the key fields should be need to available here. Something is going to wrong. I don't know. Okay, I will explain this cluster table tomorrow. I think I am also getting some little bit confusion here. Okay. Hello. See, these cluster tables and pool tables, no need to worry. Just process you should know. That's it. That is the reason I'm creating. Okay, very long back I also created, but I didn't this done many times. Only process I know how to convert this from transparent tables to cluster tables. But in real time, even how to entering the data also we won't use in the real time. Even these cluster tables also is available, but we won't use those things. Okay, I will explain you both once again. Okay, hello,
Yes,
is it okay, madam?
sir.
Hello,
Yes,
Yeah, fine. Okay.
yeah, I will explain you both once again tomorrow.
Sure, sure.
Okay, yeah, so both can create like a few of the like some more like database tables with the transparent tables. So please create some more database tables. You will get some more information about this. And one more thing I forgot to tell you, like while creating the database tables, without domain also we can create, without data element, without domain also we can create. How we can create without domain and data element is nothing but go to slash like go to S11. Here let us assume that I am using y vendor. Let us assume that I am creating vendor table. It is creating, it is already exist. Okay, y a vendor underscore one I am creating. See, this is a vendor table. Okay, here generally we can provide these delivery classes and even maintenance allowed tables. While coming to the tables, mandate, this is a common, right? So mandate field is required, client field is required. Now I'm creating id. Id is a key field, but instead of providing data element, I will go with without data element. Here id, name, like phone number and email. These are the columns I want. So instead of going to data element, without that predefined type, if you click this predefined type, no, your system will give that this is highlighted, it will come. Then here id, what is the data type you want to create? Id. Now I want to create character. What is the length you want to create? 10 length. What is the decimal points? If you know decimal places, then you can provide, or else system will take 0 by defaultly. You can provide here vendor id. This is a vendor id description and name. Here here this for name also I am using the like a characters only. Here name I will take like a 30 characters, but here vendor name. And even phone number I will take numc. Numc, here it is there. See, if you don't know, no, just you can click this F4 help. System will give here numbers, right? See here numc is there. See,
okay, sir. Yes,
only digits. System will take this only digits, but the phone number, it should be contain 10 length. Here we can write phone number. Email. Now here characters I am taking this email. It is a collection of different like even underscores, dots, right? So that isn't just I'm going characters only. Here this is also taking this 30 characters, and this is email. Click on enter. Then now you can save it. Okay, save this and check syntax. Okay, and activate it. But system will ask that technical settings is a mandatory. So best practice is while going to create a table, you have to provide this data class and size category. The best practice. Okay, so now you can activate, you can save and check and activate once again. See, now it is activated, right? If you want to enter the data, same how the data is entering the previous, no, go to utilities, table contents. What happened? Go to utilities, table contents is not working.
You selected not allowed, I guess.
Sorry?
Because not allowed, you selected.
Yeah, sorry. Database maintenance allowed. Yeah. These are the things whenever we are practicing with the different drop downs, no. So you will come to know in the picture. If you are not practicing, no, I am telling only one way. Like I am selecting only always like a data maintenance allowed. You can try with the others also. How what is happening? What is happening like this? This is only practicing. Okay. Go to context and create entries. System will ask like however the previous database table it is accepting, same thing it will take now. See, ID I'm providing like V100 is the name is like ABCD. Okay, the phone number is 123456780. The email ID is abcd@gmail.com. This I'm saving. Now this data is saved. Again go back to S11, same table, display. Again go to entries, contents, create entry. This is 100. Now 101 I am creating. This is name is PQRS and phone number is 987654321. Just email ID is pqrs at the rate gmail.com. Just save it and go back. If you want to see, then click on these contents and check here. What are the entries you given? That entries is came now here. Then now in your mind you may get confusion. What is the use of data element and domains and even this these things we need to create. Now without domain data element we created no this table. Hello.
Yes, yes.
So without data element only we created table. Then what is the use of this? This is a process is there, but this process is not suggestible while creating the tables in the SAP. Why? Because see, now I want to provide, okay, now I want to provide vendor ID. I want to check whether vendor ID is there or not in the system. These vendor IDs I will maintain in another table. That table I want to cross check here. How we can cross check? If there is no data element and there is no domain, we cannot cross check. If it is there data element and domain, we can cross check easily. Means we can compare while entering the data. Now I entered like a V100, right? So that V100, the data is available in the system or not. If it is there, then only this table data will accept. If it is not there, then system won't allow. Means unnecessary data also will allow to the system if you are using this like this type of like operations. In the sense, if you created without domain and data type, without domains and data elements, then system will accept duplicates also. But if system is will accept the duplicates, then how to like rectify the what are the duplicate records are there, what are the stand like corrective records are there, it is again headache, right? So that is the reason no one will go with like this. The best practice is always you should go with data element and domain. Is it clear? But while practicing you can do this also, but sometimes in the real time also, sometimes they don't know, they won't go with even depth also. So only data should be update into this. Some tables will be like only data should update, means only data should add into this table, but they won't like they don't want to verify. So at that time we can go like this without data element and domain. If sometimes verification is required, then how to go with the data element and domain. But both the things as a developer you need to know. Is it clear? Have any doubt here? Hello?
Yes, sir, no.
Is it clear now?
Yes, sir, yes,
Yeah, clear.
Yeah. So I will explain the tomorrow that the cluster table and pool table once again. Okay. We'll continue further next class.
Okay, okay, done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.